Suddenly you're faced with the fact that you really know nothing at all.
I really feel like a girl's girl.
I do have such heightened expectations of the one person that I am.
Oh, this is what this shit's about though.
This is the real-time diaries of Amber States.
Before we start today's episode, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Whadjuk Noongar people. It is a privilege to be able to tell stories on this land, always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Hi guys, it's so nice to see you. I love you. I love you for being here, for watching this 16th episode of the Real-Time Diaries. She's turning 16, baby. Now, if you're new here, what the hell is going on here? Well, to tell you the truth, who really knows? No, I do. I actually have a few clues. For example, I've been doing this thing every single week of the year of 2024. I've been writing in my special little journal. Isn't she pretty? And I have been recording vlogs. I have been recording voice memos. I have been writing music and being a little creative girl and just capturing every little piece of information I can possibly collect, putting it all together into this concoction and baking you guys a lasagna every week of my life. It's like a life lasagna. Oh my God. Are you guys full? I mean, come on. Don't tell me you're not a little bit full afterwards. Anyway, I've been having the best time doing this, and it's very sweet that she's 16 now. If this hasn't been the most reflective journey of my life, I can't believe I'm still here. Guys, that's actually crazy. 16 is a lot. That's 4 months. Anyway, where am I? I am currently sitting in my parents' room in front of the windows. I asked my mother, because I'm about to leave here. I'm literally leaving here in the morning to fly back to Melbourne. I was like, where else should I film? Because this is like the last time I'll be filming here for a while. And she's like, why don't you film in our room with the pool? Yes, please. Oh yeah, that's also a thing for you guys listening. There's a pool here. There is a pool, a gorgeous pool. It's very fancy. I remember when we first moved into this house, I was like, what is going on? What is this? This is giving future shit. Anyway, I love it. It's very beautiful. And what am I wearing? Well, it's closing night tonight in this Amber's version of reality. So I'm wearing this little two-piece little blazer suit combo, except the blazer is literally so tight. Like I could wear it, but that would be because I hate myself. And so that's not happening. So I just decided to wear this sexy bra instead. And then I'm wearing my hot girl heels because they match my bra and everything needs to work together. And then I've also just dyed my hair fresh, so it's looking cute for my gig tomorrow. Oh my God. You guys are not prepared for this version of reality in a couple of weeks. It's my life. All right, let's just jump in. Where are we up to? Yeah, Tuesday the 16th of April at 9:44 p.m. Okay, so this first day is such a convoluted day. I took so many snippets on this day in particular because it was a real journey. Like I really feel like that day was filled with so many experiences. And it's one of those things that always blows me away, like how much you can do in one day. And you're going to see that I started in a pretty negative headspace. I was very detached from myself. I was very just lost. But what I think is so amazing is all of the little steps that I then took throughout the day to get myself into such a magnetic headspace. Like, this is a little voice memo at 10 a.m. driving to see Demi.
You know those days where you just wake up and you're just kind of like weirdly stressed for no reason? It's what today has felt like. It's just sometimes those moments where you realize, oh shit, I live in a reality where like there are going to be times where it's just easier than others and where things flow more than others, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. And even though I'm putting in so much work right now, a lot of the work I'm putting in right now is not making me any money outside of my performance. I've just got to go out there and make it happen, you know. My body is calling me to make some decisions right now because it's aware that those decisions need to be made.
But then I had such a special day seeing Demi. She really is such a joy to be beside, and how incredible to walk through the streets of town that I went to school. Now, this is a voice memo after seeing Granddad. Now, the reason I went to go see my granddad was because I had all this energy from seeing Demi that I really felt like I needed to channel. You know, I had more to offer. I wanted to keep going. I didn't feel like the day was over, you know. And before I knew it, there I was in his garden with him. It was very, very special. And this is the voice memo after I left there.
I just saw my granddad and had the most marvelous conversation. I love that man. He is absolutely incredible. We are so connected. He has inspired so much within me and lit so many sparks of passion within me that I'm just so grateful to have had him in my life as really one of my guides in my life. And what feels like such a pleasure now is the fact that I get to embark my own ideas and wisdoms to him, and we get to share them together. And I think what I love so much about this connection with him is obviously we're like how many years apart, you know, 60 years apart or whatever. It's a magical connection. It really is. We sat outside and we drank orange juice together by the flowers. It was so beautiful. Everything makes sense, and I've got those shivers that I get. I've got those shivers I get when things are just right. It's just right. Everything's just as it needs to be. Anyway, I'm off to pick my mum up now.
After that experience, I was not done. I was simply not done. I had more to give. So I went and picked up my mum from work, and then I drove myself back. I went to a Pilates class, and then I left this Pilates class and I went straight to the beach.
I'm in a very special moment. I've had a really, really beautiful day, like extremely beautiful day. And I feel very grateful, truly very grateful to be here. And I'm about to do a meditation. I'm really looking forward to going through the experience. It's so nice to get to capture it for you, because I hope that you can feel it too. And if you can't feel that right now, that you know it's possible, even in one single day. All right, let's do this.
And I think what I really liked about that day in particular was it really showed that life is what you make it. You know, your experience is what you make it. And just because you're having a bad day, just because you start in a bad place, does not mean that that determines the end of your day. And, you know, sometimes it's because other things come at you, or sometimes within yourself, you feel this call, you feel this need to make a change. And that's what I felt. I felt that I couldn't sit in that energy. I couldn't let the energy I woke up in determine what my experience would be. But I think what's so funny is it all becomes a story. All of these moments that felt so felt all these emotions, all become a story eventually. And so therefore, if anything, what a gift it is to be in that moment. What a gift it is to feel that moment, to feel all of the feelings, the positive, the negative, all of the combinations. Because, I mean, every day is a different combination. Every day is a different experience, is a different feeling, and that's how we learn, that's how we grow. But now I'm going to insert a video writing letters to the ones I love so dearly. Okay, this is just really cute. I just had this impetus come up inside of me to write letters to some of my friends. I think just knowing I was going to leave in a couple weeks really inspired me to, you know, want to make the most of being far away so that I could write letters to people I love. And so I wrote a few letters to some of my very dear friends, quite a few of the friends who I know are watching this. Not everyone, and that's because I have more letters to send. So I sent 6 letters out, and everyone should have gotten their letters now, if you're watching it. And I hope this reminds you of the romance that is available all the time. This was very sweet. I'm in one of those moods where I want to write some letters for my friend. I love doing this. It's like one of my favorite activities. In the magical room, magical craft room. I'm such a pixie fairy girl. It's like actually fundamental Amber core thing is to be a fairy girl. And I think if I'm ever not a fairy girl, then there's something really missing in my life. Firstly, I'm gonna write a letter to Jessica, who is my soul fairy sister. We've definitely been fairies in a past life. It's almost inappropriate to assume anything else. I'm picking this one, and I know she's gonna be watching this. This is how we wax seal. So we get this little guy here, right? And so we're gonna pick some of these special beads, and these purple ones are sticking out to me. And I feel like I'd love some yellow with that. What else have we got? Red. So we sprinkle these in like this. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like making a little potion. And who else could I do with this? Ellie's would be really nice. Doing one for Ellie. This is the one for Ellie, who also watches this. This is so funny. Now if you watch the podcast, you get one, which obviously means that Demi gets one too. Uh-oh, not all my friends. And also I'm doing one for Chloe. Oopsies. And also I'm doing one for Pavan. Uh-oh. I also want to do one for Sophie now. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to start at the beginning. And you're all going to get a bit of the same wax. This is really cute. This is really hitting that spot in my heart. I'm just like lucky to have such beautiful friends. I'm going to give me a rainbow. She's a rainbow girl. I'm going to give this one to Ellie. And then I'm going to give this one to Jessica because that's what she looks like. I got the wax. Number 1. That is literally being filled with so much love right now. Look at the love in that. Is that not filled with love? Okay, next one. This one is for Ellie. Okay, 2, 1. I love you, Ellie. Boom. Boom. Whoa, that one is big. This one is for Demi. Yay, this is filled with so much love right now. Boom. Look at that magicalness. 1, 2, 3. Look at this little fairy stamp. I'm going to give them all a fairy stamp. See it? Ready for this? What I really like about this series is that you guys get to see all of the different parts of me, all the things that make me me. And I think this is really important because we are so many things. Everyone is a billion different colors, and this is definitely a big part of me. So we've got the red in it, and we've got the blue, we've got like that greeny color. 1. This is for you, Chloe, who I love. This is for you, Sophie. Are you ready? Oh, look at that. Oh my God. You're in. And now Pavan, this is for you. Look at that. Come on. Boom. Boom. Pavan. This is where I am. Can you see that? Can you see that tear? The tear in my eye as I think about all of you. And the best thing is all of you wake up different parts of me and remind me of myself. Thank you all for everything. Here's to everything else. Today was so lovely. From Pilates to a facial to a walk with mum and dad. I'm still plagued with my focusing abilities and avoidance strategies. I absolutely must have ADHD. I really am at this point now of needing attention because I have such clear patterns now that I'm aware of. Still, I'm pushing through, but I definitely think some help would be really great. The meditation yesterday was so interesting. I'm really enjoying stepping deeper into spirituality. This is so cool. Yeah, I think I want to talk a little bit about this meditation that I ended up doing. I thought it was fantastic. It was from this book called, I don't know, something Starseed. Pavan actually recommended it to me after stargazing last week, which was in last week's episode. I think it's just given some real drive of purpose and like deep connection to, you know, like my deeper self. And I really feel like I'm just getting to know myself so much more at the moment. And I think that's what's so funny about life is like, I don't know. I feel like we often think, oh yeah, I've got there. Like I figured it out now. I know what's going on. I know who I am. I know all of it. And then suddenly you're like faced with the fact that you really know nothing at all. And once again, you're on the journey of discovering yourself. This meditation in particular, I think I really enjoyed because it was so active. Like it really allowed my brain to go on a journey and discover things and and really tune in, like really, really listen to what was like deep beneath everything. On Thursday, the 18th of April at 12:43. Today I brought the upgrade for my editor. Fuck yeah, babe. It feels so damn good. The AI is sending me, plus the new multicam editing. It just feels like everything just got 10 times easier. So what I'm talking about here is I got this. I've been using the video editor DaVinci Resolve to edit this whole series. I think the workload that this is requiring now is quite extensive to make. And I just it hit a point where I was like, I really need to change something because this is like eating up too much of my life, and then I'm procrastinating it so much because it's becoming such a huge, daunting task. But the thing is that I don't want to stop like doing what I'm doing, or I don't want to not include what I'm doing. Like, I'm really enjoying this journey, and I really like that it's something I have every week, but I needed to make a change. And I think this is a really key important part, is like, if you're struggling with something, if something's challenging you, that's actually something you can change. And I know it can become so easy for us, right, to like tell ourselves off or to punish ourselves for not being something or whatever. But it's like, whoa, actually, it's not you. It's a situation you're in. And so just if you can change the situation, then you will change the outcome, and therefore you will change your response. And so I've really been enjoying taking things into my own hands like that, and remembering that in those moments of doubt, in those moments of self-blame, to step back and look at the bigger picture and actually notice what's causing that in the first place. And that's what led to this. So I think it's a good lesson, and hopefully a good lesson for us all. Friday the 19th at 11:24. I have so much I want to be creating, but I keep not having the time. Oh, yeah. This is when I was feeling the pressure. This is the impetus. Anyway, what ended up happening here was clearly I was a bit overwhelmed and just fully broke hit, and this was me after that.
Hello. Why is she laughing? I'm laughing because my mum just came in and delivered me. It's a cocktail of cordial. Yes, correct. You heard me right. Because I just had a very interesting moment. Your girl had a cry. To any of my humans out there, how good is a cry? How good is a cry? It was so needed. It was actually wild though. I didn't realize how much I needed to cry. Really, it was hardcore, and it was just like full on, and I haven't cried in so long. It all stemmed down to a lot of different things. There's been a lot of things I think like boiling under the surface that like all by themselves, like there's no big issues right now. Really where it came from was, I think, just dealing with what I believe is ADHD right now, and just the frustrations that I've been having, and just like, you know, always feeling like, okay, I figured it out now, like I've got this, and then suddenly like dealing with the fact that, oh, my brain's still doing this, and like, what do you mean? Like, I thought I'd figured this out by now. And like, I think just frustrations with myself, and frustrations with like knowing how much, you know, being such an overachiever and wanting to do so much, but at the same time like needing to, because I have built this like expectations and like needs now to meet, and I want to do that because I get so fulfilled by it, but still having to like deal with Amber. Amber has so many perks, but also there are equally challenges with like being this human, and there's some things that I'm, you know, always gonna have to deal with. I do have such heightened expectations of the one person that I am. The truth is, there isn't enough hours in the week to do everything I want to do. There isn't enough time to achieve everything. I have such high expectations of myself that like I will always fail when they're like that. And I think at the moment I'm just trying to figure out what is it, like what is the minimum of everything that I need to do so that I can feel fulfilled, but at the same time give myself space to just be. Yeah, it's a complicated thing. It's that thing where it's like the more aware you get, obviously the better, because you're able to like know what you're dealing with, deal with it, but at the same time the more aware you get, the more you see your flaws, the more you see what you can't do, the more your awareness is such like a double-edged sword. We're figuring it out, we're getting there, we're doing better every day. Well, that's, I think, also the expectation that to do better every day, and sometimes that isn't the case. I think that's where maybe some of the disappointment comes from, is it's like, I was able to do this then, like, why can't I do it now? And it's because of how my brain works. Like, it's not as stimulated now by this task because it's not as unique as it once was. That was sweet. Mum just came in and she just showed me this podcast that she listens to and the show notes at the end, and she showed how, that's so funny. She goes, plays it and it goes, produced by this person and edited by this person and sound by this person. And she goes, see? And I'm like, she's like, there's people, all these other people doing it, helping her. It's like, you're doing it all by yourself. And there's just so much investment that goes into doing things by yourself, and it's just what we do. I love doing this, and like, all this is, I think, is just a pent up feeling of like, you know, it has just been a struggle to keep my head above the water to get all of this done, and I'm trying my best, and I'm trying to figure out what I need for myself, and I think I'm getting there. Yeah, God, it's interesting, isn't it? This cup. Anyway, I don't know, I think I'm glad to share this part with you, because I really hope one day I have a team working on this and we're able to get this there. But for now, I'm learning everything I possibly can to be able to do this, and how cool it is to be able to say I do it all by myself. There you go. I don't really think I've cried to you guys yet, but I have emotions.
That moment of crying it out was such a so necessary. I really needed it. I think I had so much pressure building up inside of me that allowing myself to cry it out like that really allowed me to acknowledge how much it means to me and how important it is to me what I'm doing, and you know, how I really do want to help myself. I really do want to support myself. When you're an independent artist, it can be really challenging because you're the one who's doing all the jobs, you're the one who's doing all the roles. And you know, thankfully, for example, having been in this show that I've been in, I feel so grateful for that whole support network and how incredible it is when you're working with a team, what can be achieved. But working by yourself is a whole other situation, and everything else I do outside of that show is all self-led, all me doing me. And I think that can definitely be challenging at times. And, you know, sometimes I can forget that actually what I'm asking of myself is a lot. And I think that's so important to acknowledge. Me struggling to fulfill some of those tasks is not strange. Like, actually, it makes a lot of sense because I've asked so much of myself. I was very grateful for my mum being there. It was really sweet. Okay, Sunday the 21st of April at 2:08 a.m. Insert a video in the black and pink wig.
Guys, it's a new character alert.
I'm feeling so good right now, guys. I really needed a bit of a silly night. I think I haven't really... What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on here?
You know why it's an exciting time to be alive? Deep below all of the different random feelings, there's something else simmering, okay? And it's this sensation. I have everything it takes to be me. And that's all that matters. Like, I have everything it takes to be Amber, and the best way I'm gonna succeed is by being Amber. It's like, girl, I don't need to be anything, I just need to be me, and like, trust that that'll bring whatever it needs to bring.
Hey guys, it's me from today, the 21st. It's funny because for me, this is
right now. This is what I was trying to get at the episode a couple of weeks back around, which I just recorded the talking today, but pretty much I think trying to like break down the idea of past, present, future, and show you that they're all connected, everything is, because I don't even know if I know the full potential of this myself, but I know I'm onto something, you know what I mean? And so I think this is what this whole entire experience is, of past and future self dictating each other. How does the future dictate me right now? All the time. It dictates me because I know I have to funnel myself into this video for you. Like, I am serving the future right now by creating this, right? And how are you serving me, future?
how do I help past Amber? This is a great question. I help past Amber by giving her something to aim towards every week. She knows that I'm going to sit here. She knows that I'm going to read this. And so therefore, I'm able to hold her accountable to this because she knows that if I sat here and there was nothing to read, I would be really let down. I also help Pastor Amber by showcasing her revelations, by sharing her thoughts with you all, by giving a space to articulate herself, to be heard, by listening to her. That's how I help Pastor Amber. And I think that's really beautiful because of this weird little thing that I've created, I feel like I can hold myself. I feel like I am held. Anyway, my God, that really got me. Don't get me, girl.
So really we're helping each other. That's right. We are. It's a relationship. And maybe I'll never get to see, well, I do. Maybe I, Amber, right now, don't get to see future Amber talk to me. But I will though. Like, it's inevitable that I will sit here and I will watch this conversation and it'll happen before I know it. But I have a prediction and I can manifest it. Like I can make future me say something. That's what I think is so wild. It's like I have a say over the future. I can make future me do something. And this is what's crazy about this. Don't you think, Amber?
Yeah, well, you know, Pastor Amber is making me sit here and she's making me read this and she's making me talk about this stuff that I came up with 2 weeks ago that I forgot about. And I think that's funny because I feel like I'm receiving what I put out back then. And it's so funny because it's like it goes through time. Like it goes through this like little time loop and eventually it hits me again.
But that's the point, is that I am future Amber. I am future Amber. That's, I think, the missing piece in all this, is I always am future Amber and past Amber at the same time. And that's what makes this interesting, is it's like I was the host of an episode today, but I also was the real moment of Amber today, but I also was the script writer of Amber today. And I was the editor of Amber today. I was everyone today. I am always everyone. Oh, this is what this shit's about though. And I was also a performer today. Like, I think it is, for me, it's about allowing all the versions of me to live. And like, no longer shaming any of them. If you are not journaling yet and you've been watching this, please start doing it. But remember, journaling doesn't just have to be writing something down. Journaling can be recording yourself talking to a camera. It can be recording a voice memo. It can be writing music. It can be dancing. It can be anything. Best teammate you'll ever have is you. That's what's so exciting. When you can work with yourself, this is where it gets fucking interesting. Like, you've got to be your best teammate so you can be the best teammate. I'm ending this segment right now. Boom.
I love my future self-talks. I love connecting with all the versions of me. Yes. All right. Oh, I wrote something beautiful here. You are joy. Let go. Everything is easy. Freedom. You aren't afraid. You learnt it. Why so serious? Playful. Silly is key. You're doing it. This life is a gift. Your soul is free. If that was, I guess it was a week and a bit ago. Oh gosh, it's giving me shivers. Oh, that's really interesting. Wow, that just made my body feel so strange. I don't even know what that was. That was a weird feeling. Ooh, like this like deep knowing feeling. I'm going to insert a video on the grass talking about the Akashic Records and parts integration. Okay, so I did a really interesting meditation on this specific day. Oh, this was the Sunday, yes. I just did a little meditation out here on this beautiful little blanket. Can you see? The skies are absurdly blue here in Perth. It almost feels like I'm living in a fake land. This meditation was silly. I really liked it because I think sometimes I haven't always looked into this idea of spirituality as often, because sometimes it feels a little bit serious for me. And I think my soul's really silly. I think I'm a really playful, free soul. Like, that's all I know I am. I flourish on unexpected moments. I flourish on impulsivity and openness and playfulness and all this stuff. We're ready to be connected again. I love that. We've done it again. You've done another episode, which means another Amber has edited this for you long and hard. Thank you, Amber. I hope you had a good time doing it this week, because I know this Amber has been editing it in Melbourne. She's back and she's probably really, really tired from this crazy weekend. But I'm doing my best to make sure that she feels calm and chill and relaxed. But you have received this video because of all the little efforts that this Amber somehow pulled herself together to do. And I think that's really, really special. And I hope it shows you that you can do it too. And that all it is creating systems for yourself, to be able to hold yourself in a space and tell yourself, I'm here for you and you can trust me. And that's the thing. I think the thing about all of this is it isn't about getting it perfect. It's never about getting it perfect, because there's no such thing, right? But it's about being flexible enough to allow yourself to be and to make mistakes, but to know that no matter what, you'll come back for yourself. No matter what, you'll be there for you. Because of course, we came here to support ourselves in this journey so that we could support those around us. So you've got to be your own best friend. You've got to be there for yourself. And I know that all those versions of you, past you, future you, present you, all of the yous, will certainly be grateful and will certainly be able to breathe easier knowing that. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It was lovely to have you here. Being all wonderful hosting here in my beautiful, gorgeous family's home. I will soon be in my little cute apartment, which I also love. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you haven't commented yet, maybe this is your chance to comment and let me know. And I'd love to know what you got out of it. I'd love to know what maybe your favorite parts were, or what you're really enjoying, or what little version of Amber this week you resonated with most. And of course, please share this around to your friends. Let them know that you're enjoying this. And that's how we can build this community. We can build this little world that we're creating. And of course, I'm always open to any feedback you guys have. So if you have any ideas, any ways you think might make this even better or easier or whatever, then let me know. And I hope you keep on learning so very much. And I'll talk to you guys next week. All right. Bye-bye. Ciao.